Welcome to the product tutorials on how to edit a timesheet that has been invoiced by a billing manager. I'm now logged in into the Replicon instance. In order to ensure that you can go ahead and edit any timesheet that has already been invoiced by the billing manager, there are prerequisites that you should remember. 1. The timesheet has to be on the custom timesheet format that has been provided by the Replicon. The second, in the timesheet template that you have created and that has been assigned to the employee, it is important that the workflow condition that says prevent changes to Invoiced Timesheet is unselected. Make sure that this is not selected and the timesheet falls over from the custom timesheet format. Once you have ensured these prerequisites, now let us look at how you can edit a timesheet that has already been invoiced. Let me go over to my Replicon. I have a timesheet that has been created for client Advantage Technologies, and this timesheet has been approved. As a billing manager, now I go over to the billing tab. I move over to invoicing and I add an invoice for this particular client. Once I go ahead and click on timeline items and I choose this month, I would see that those hours that I had entered are updated here. I'll check those hours and I'll check all the other hours that have been entered and click on add selected line items. Now I'll go ahead and issue this invoice. After the invoice has been issued, you do realize that there has to be some changes that need to be made in the time that has been entered against this client, and that time needs to be added to a different client altogether. In order to do so, go back to my Replicon option and click on the reopen button that's available on the top. This reopen button may not be available for all the employees in the organization. In case an employee does not see this reopen button, you can reopen the timesheet from the payroll tab as well. So reopen the timesheet, enter any comments if you would like to, and once the timesheet has been reopened, now you can make any edits to the timesheet. Now for example, I'm removing the 8 hours that are entered on Friday the 31st and I'm adding these 8 hours to a different client and a different project. So I'll go ahead and add 8 hours or 9 hours out here and I'll resubmit this timesheet for approval. Once the timesheet has been resubmitted for approval, since this needs to be considered for invoicing, it has to be approved. Either ask the approver to go ahead and approve the timesheet, or if you're the payroll or billing manager, you can go ahead and approve this timesheet as well. So check the timesheet and approve it directly. Once the timesheet has been approved, now go back to the billing tab and open invoicing. Open the invoice that I just created and click on the edit button so you can make edits to the invoice. Now click on timeline items and choose this month. You would see that there are -8 hours with respect to this particular project that was initially added. So go ahead and choose that line item, and now those line items will go ahead and get added to the previous line item, giving you a final total. That is how you can make edits to the invoice, and all the edits will be available for invoicing going forward. Thank you for watching the video. Did you know that you can now get in touch with Replicon using Replicon Community? In order to access the Replicon community, go to the Replicon website and click on Customer Zone. On the Customer Zone, choose Community and you would be taken to the community page. Now you can sign in or register and start posting your questions, queries, ideas, bugs, issues, and one of our product management team members or one of the Replicon representative will get in touch with you immediately.